Not your typical fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a girl who had no name. She worked endlessly, always trying to make those around her happy, hoping that someday someone would notice her and give her the one thing she longed for, a name. Without it, she felt invisible, like she didn't truly belong anywhere. One day, she met a man. He wasn't perfect, he had his own rough edges and carried his own burdens. But when he looked into her eyes, something in them shifted. There was a spark, something she had never felt before. Was it love? She wasn't sure, but it felt real, like something deep inside her had been awakened. They eventually began dating, and it felt like a dream come true. Every moment with him was like something out of a fairy tale. The way he swept her off her feet so effortlessly, so completely made her feel cherished in a way she never thought possible. She could finally taste the love she had always longed for, the kind that felt warm, safe, and real. He saw the cracks in her, the broken pieces she had tried to hide, and instead of shying away, he gently reached out. He understood the emptiness she carried inside, and with each tender gesture, he tried to fill it. He offered parts of himself, his kindness, his patience, his affection, and slowly, piece by piece, he began to heal the wounds she had kept hidden for so long. It wasn't perfect, and sometimes the patches didn't quite fit, but he tried, and that was enough for her. For the first time in her life, she felt seen not just for what she could give, but for who she truly was with all her brokenness. With him, she didn't have to pretend. He was her safe space, the one person who seemed to understand the weight she carried. And she clung to that love like it was the very air she breathed. But in the end, he left, just like everyone else had. He vanished from her life, leaving behind a hollow ache she couldn't quite fill. Yet, despite his absence, she couldn't let go of him. She found herself thinking of him constantly, wishing he would return, that he would see her, really see her, and take her away from the world that had never cared for her.